Good morning students, welcome to science video class. In this video, we are going to continue lesson 4 sorting materials into groups. This is part 2 video. Last video, I gave the introduction of the lesson and said why classification of objects are important. Today, we are going to learn classification based on the properties of materials. We use different things according to our requirement, right? And according to their properties. For example, if we want to drink water, okay, we would use a glass, plastic or steel tumblers, right? We won't prefer to make tumblers with cloths because the material of the cloth won't have the property to hold the water. So we use materials which make them suitable for particular use. Let's start to learn about the properties. Okay, first one is appearance. Any material, the first property is appearance. Usually, first thing we use to see the appearance, right? Any objects. First we see the appearance of the objects. Some objects will be shiny and some objects are non-shiny. Different metals such as iron, copper, aluminum, zinc, okay, appear different from each other based on color. If you take iron, you can see brownish color. Copper, like golden yellowish color. Then aluminum, white color. So like this, different colors are there. At the same time, they have some similarities that it appear too shiny, or we can say it as lustrous. While wood, plastic, glass, pottery, they are non-lustrous. Wood won't shine. Plastic and glass items are non-lustrous. We cannot see the shiny appearance in these items. Okay. Even metals often lose their shiny appearance and looks dull because of the action of air and moisture on them. For example, take iron rod. We cannot see the shiny appearance on iron. At the same time, cut the iron and see the end of the rod. You can see the shiny appearance because of air and moisture. This iron looks dull because of this air and moisture, but it can give shiny appearance. Understood, children? Okay. Next property of materials are its hardness. Some materials are hard and some are soft. For example, wood, glass, stone, iron nail are hard materials, whereas cotton, sponge are soft materials. Understood the difference between hard and soft? Right. So first I said the property of materials based on the appearance. We can sort out the materials. We need to understand the properties, then only you can use the materials in making different things or different objects. Okay, the second property is about its hardness. Some will be hard, some will be soft. The next property is solubility. Some items soluble in water and some substances are insoluble in water. Do you know what is meant by soluble and insoluble? Let me explain. If a substance dissolves completely in water, it is said to be soluble. And if it does not dissolve in water, it is said to be insoluble. For example, take salt, sugar. It dissolves completely in water. Okay? Take oil, sand. It does not dissolve in water. Understood, children? You can test the solubility of different items in your home. Take a glass of water, add lime juice and see whether it dissolves or not. Check it out. Okay, take 1 spoon cooking oil and put inside the water. Stir it with spoon. Check it out whether it dissolves in water or not. By this activity, you can come to know about the solubility of materials. This is the third property. And gases also dissolves in water. Already you learnt before, right? So gases able to dissolve in water, which helps the aquatic plants and animals to live in water, and it helps to breathe the air which is present in the water. Understood? Okay, the next property is density. Okay, based on the density of materials, some materials float in water and some sinks in water. If the material is less dense, then it floats in water. If the density of substance is more, then it sinks and settles down. For example, dried leaves. These dried leaves fallen on the surface of a water. What happens to the dried leaves? It floats or sinks? It floats, right? Throw stone on the water. What happens to the stone? It sinks. So, based on the density, we can understand the property of materials. Okay, some items floats and some items sinks. Okay, next property is transparency. That is light. In light lesson already we learnt this. Okay, some materials allow light which is called transparent objects, and we can see objects clearly through it, right? Transparent materials means it allows light so that we can see the object clearly. You can see the other objects also through the transparent materials, right? Example, glass window, right? Okay, next, some objects allows light only partially are called translucent material. It won't allow light completely, only partially. For example, butter paper, frosted glass, etc., in which we can't see objects clearly. Next, about opaque materials through which you cannot see at all. Okay, it do not allow light to pass through it. That's why it is called opaque objects. Example, metal sheet, notebook, paper, etc. There is a question in your book in page number 32. In figure 4.9, does torchlight pass through your palm? You can do and see in your home. Okay, do it and see. We see the light of torch, right? Passes through palm but not clearly. This experiment shows our palm becomes translucent when a strong beam of light passes through it. It is not transparent or opaque, but it is translucent. Understood? So these are all the properties of materials. Okay, so we have come to the end of the lesson. In the last video, I said the importance of sorting materials into group and why they are classify the materials. Okay, in today's video, I explained different properties of materials. Right, so first property is about the appearance. In appearance, we can identify whether it is lustrous or non-lustrous. And then about the toughness of material, it can be hard or soft. And then about the light, whether the object allows the light means it is transparent. Partially, if it allows the light, then it comes under translucent. It does not allow the light means it is opaque object. Okay, then about the solubility. In solubility, some materials can dissolve in water and some cannot dissolve in water. Then about the density, some objects floats in water and some objects sinks in water. So these are all the properties of materials. If you understand the properties of materials, then only we can use the material for different purpose. Based on this, we can sort out the materials in groups. The lesson gets over. Okay, in next video we'll write the classwork, book exercise. Now take your homework note. We'll write 3 questions in homework note. This is extra question. Okay. Look at the video. What is the need for classification? Okay. This is the question. First question. What is the need for classification? Why we need to classify? We need to classify to identify the objects easily, to sort out the objects, to locate the things easily, okay, to understand the similarities and dissimilarities among objects. So these are all the points why we need to classify the things. Okay, at the end of this video I have given the answer for these questions, but try to write based on these clues in your own words. Okay, name the various materials from which following things can be made. Second question, I have given some things: shoes, chair, coins, utensils, cloths. So you need to write from which material, what are all the various materials they are using to make these things. Okay, I have given the answer at the last of this video, but try to write yourself. Okay, many materials they are using to make these things. One example I'll give here. Take shoe. Okay, we can make shoe with leather, with rubber, with plastic and canvas. Right, so like this you should write for chair, coins, utensils and clothes. Okay, third question, list 2 each opaque and transparent material. Only 2 I asked. I ask you to write only 2 examples for opaque and transparent materials. Okay, you even can write any opaque material, any transparent material, only 2 examples. After writing, check your answer. I have given answer. Okay, the answer may vary because I have given 2 example. Your answer may be right. Okay, once the school reopens, I'll correct the classwork, correct this homework. No need to send through email. Okay, this homework, classwork and book exercise, in the next video will complete, and then you can send that classwork and book exercise through our school mail ID. But this homework no need to send. Okay, write and keep it with you. Once school reopens, I will check it out. You can check the answer now in this video. Right? Okay, bye.